I've decided that on my channel I'm going to start putting on um, sit down chats because um, I do feel I can connect with you and maybe talk on whatever I have on my mind. And the subject I would like to share and discuss with you is something that I've had on my mind and that has taken over my life currently. Um, so grab yourself a cup of coffee or tea or green tea, like what I'm having, um, and let's talk. I wanted to share with you this new stage in my life, um, in any woman's life, I guess. It's when menopause hits. Let me take you back to when I was 42. I remember that um, I noticed that my menstrual cycle was getting a bit uh, unusual and not as exact as it used to be. I didn't think much about it, and then I started having other issues like increased acne. No, well, not acne really. Pimples on my face, increased amount of um, oily skin, because I've always had oily skin since I was a teenager. Um, and also I noticed very, very dry scalp, which was actually like flaking and very itchy. All these little things I discussed with my medical doctor at the time, and he suggested I do a hormone test. And I said, okay. I said, could that be it? He said, well, you could have some changes maybe in your hormones. And I said, okay, nothing to lose. I did a test and I happened to have a close by appointment with my gynecologist, my 2-year appointment. And so I went and I took my tests with me, um, and I told him about my irregular menstrual cycle, which previously was always on the dot. And he looked at the chart, and as soon as he looked at the chart, he looked at me and said, oh, well, you're perimenopausal. And I was like, what? Perimenopausal? I'm only 42, doc, I said. And he was like, well, yeah, you're perimenopausal for sure. And I said, okay, so what am I to expect? And he said, well, nothing really. Your menstrual cycle will get a little bit more irregular and you might see some other signs. He said, but it's still at the beginning, so nothing much. So I didn't think much about it, to be honest. And then years went by. My itching continued, and my menstrual cycle remained very, very regular. Fast forward to when I was 46 years old, and I started getting hot flushes, or maybe even 45, I think, because I've had them for quite a while. And these hot flushes were once in a while, so I didn't, once again, think much of it. And on another appointment that I had with my gynecologist, I told him about it, and then I said maybe I could go on some natural remedies, maybe, and he said, yes, sure, take these pills, completely herbal, nothing to worry about, and they worked perfectly. Fast forward 2 years, so 47 and approximately 47 on a 48 birthday, something like that. My hot flushes took over my life. I was having loads of hot flushes during the day, and they started happening at night sweats. Severe night sweats, like they waked me up about twice a night, and I said, I mean, this is, it was really, really interfering with my life. And I spoke to my doctor, to my gynecologist, and he told me about all the possible side effects, although he did say, because I spoke to him about HRT, and he did say, in your case, you have no family history of breast cancers, so you're pretty safe. Not much to worry about if you really need to take HRT. And I said, look, I think I can cope with the situation as it is, and I prefer to remain on natural remedies. That's what I did. However, these natural remedies worked for a bit, and eventually they just didn't work at all. Until this year. This past 12 months were the worst ever. I was at a point where I was logging them because I wanted to see, listen, am I imagining things? Is this real? I was having about 4 hot flushes in an hour, and I live in a very hot country, so when it's summer, it's even worse. And the sort of hot flushes I was getting were like, I literally get soaked top to bottom. And they were becoming an annoyance, an embarrassment. I felt I couldn't go on with my life. That's how interfering they were. Last September I couldn't take it anymore, last month. And I sent a message to my gynecologist, with whom I have an appointment next week, on my usual follow-up. And I told him, I know I have an appointment with you, but I just can't take this anymore. Please, I think it's time for me to go on HRT. And he knew my case inside out, and he just prescribed me the estrogen and progesterone. And I went out, got them, started immediately. And now it's been nearly a month since I've started on HRT, and I wish I started before, because wow, guys, if you're thinking about it, do your proper checkups, speak with your doctor, and if it's interfering with your life, and because you do get your life back. I've weighed the benefits and the less nice things about the side effects about HRT, and the benefits definitely outweigh whatever bad things can happen. So basically, I was having severe headaches very frequently, practically every day. The type of headaches that will not go away with any form of pill, paracetamol or what have you. Just doesn't work. I was having night sweats, the 4 per hour hot flushes, which were very severe, like I just get soaked. My mood was very bad. I was feeling fatigued, brain fog. What is that about? I mean, at work, I was just blanking all the time, not finding the words, which I still do a bit, but I was feeling like all of a sudden I'm becoming an idiot. What the hell? I was losing words, and it was probably the lack of sleep as well, because it was so interfering so much, that including the hot flushes that was waking me up in the night. Anyway, now thank God I'm sleeping, I'm not waking up in the middle of the night, so I'm sleeping my straight 6 hours without interference. My hot flushes are at 0, so I don't get any hot flushes. I started seeing a relief of symptoms within the first week. That was pretty fast. The only side effects which I'm not enjoying at the moment, but my gynecologist said that they will eventually subside, is I'm having a lot of water retention. So during the day and by the end of the day, especially around the ankles, I can see swelling. And my breasts are very, very tender. That's it. Otherwise, it's just fantastic. And what I'm having is 2.5 milligrams of estrogen a day, which I apply as a gel on my forearms. So about an inch of this estrogen product on each forearm. And I have 5 milligrams of progesterone. Every morning I take them every day religiously, same time and in the morning, so that I don't forget and get it into my routine, my system. And I must say, ladies, get your life back. I was one of those people that was so against, and I'm still against, medications. If I can get by without taking any medications, I just do. Because I do believe that the body can heal itself, but sometimes it cannot. And I was hoping, my thinking was, to be honest, my mom went through menopause. She had it very bad. She didn't take any HRT. And up until the year that she died, the year she passed away, which was 2 years ago, I remember her depressed, very moody, hot flashes for many, many years. She never ever considered HRT. And I thought, she did it, I should be able to do it. I mean, even our grandmas, they didn't have HRT. Why should I? It's like, this is a luxury which I really don't need. Well, it turns out I do need it. I did need it, and thank God for that. I felt I had to share this with you because I know, like I was a couple of weeks ago, many of you might be thinking about it and thinking, oh, but I should be able to deal with it. Good for you if you managed to. I tried. I really did try. But it came to a point where it literally was interfering with my life, not letting me go on with my life, distracting my relationships because I was moody, I was irritable. That's something else I forgot to mention. I was so irritable. I got irritated with the least thing that happened around me. Home, work, family, you name it. And I thought, hey, no more to this. I'm going to grab my life back and be okay again. And thank God I am. I will, in a couple of months, I will let you know how it's going. And hopefully my water retention would have disappeared, and hopefully my breast won't be so tender. Although the breast tenderness isn't bothering me that much because as long as I'm wearing my bra, I'm like protected, so I'm okay. I'm not in pain or anything. But the water retention is a little bit of an annoyance currently. But I was assured that that will go away. I will keep you updated. Thank you for stopping by on this chit chat with me. Let me know if you would like me to do more of these sit-down chats and discuss any subject you would like to talk about. Thank you for stopping by. Hello to all you ladies that are going through the same period in your life. Be courageous. It's a new, I dare say, nice, beautiful next step in our lives. Let's embrace it. Thank you for stopping by and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.